how disparate those lines of the back four of Canada and the midfielders if they get separated.
3-0 start in 2013, but much like last year, they come up against a Jesuit team from Fairfield Prep, who handed them their first regular season loss in 2012. This will be game one for Fairfield Prep, and it's a tough one. Chaminade and the Jesuits coming up on MSG Varsity. From outfield on the campus of Chaminade High School, it's boys lacrosse on MSG Varsity with the Flyers of Chaminade playing host to the Fairfield Prep Jesuits. Well, hello again, everyone. Matt Shortis with you today from Chaminade High School, and over the last couple of years, you circled this game on the calendar in the regular season. It's been a great one over the last few years between Chaminade and Fairfield Prep. Fairfield Prep, their first game of the season today, coming off a Class L championship, state championship in Connecticut. Chaminade, of course, it was a crushing loss to St. Anthony's last year in their AA, AAA championship. But we circle back to this game a year ago, and it was Fairfield Prep coming out with an 11-10 victory over Chaminade, and Chaminade, the seniors at least, have not forgotten that one. It was their lone regular season loss, and they want a little revenge today. For Fairfield Prep, they scored 11 goals a year ago. They're going to look for more offense, and they're going to look towards the way of their attack. And the senior attacker, Kevin Brown, the All-American a year ago. He's heading to UPenn. Just a tough guy to guard against around the goal. Excellent finisher, and he loves to use the body as well. A guy who's going to be up to the task to stop him, Dan Fowler, the senior goalie, who's been the last line of defense in a stellar defense for Chaminade the last 2 years. A captain and a 2-year starter. Through 3 games this year, the Chaminade defense is only averaging 3 goals per game let up. Lefty, tough athletic guy, and he is bound for Duke. So Chaminade and Fairfield Prep coming up. The opening face-off and starting lineups are coming your way on MSG Varsity.
Tuesday night, catch the MSG Varsity Top Pick when the Darien Blue Wave go on the attack against the Manhasset Indians in a pressure-packed lacrosse showdown. The MSG Varsity Top Pick, Tuesday at 9, only on MSG Varsity.
See who's ready to take the challenge.
On the next episode of The Challenge, the tension thickens as Herrick's High School contends with Syosset for bragging rights.
The Challenge, only on MSG Varsity.
High school meets high fashion on Please Dress Accordingly. We visit Long Island's Alter Ego Salon and get tips on some of the hottest hairstyles. We go behind the scenes with designer Walter Baker.
Always look good, no matter what, because you never know what's going to happen.
And we rock the look with embellished collars. Because fashion is so high school. Please Dress Accordingly, tonight at 8 p.m. only on MSG Varsity.
Get ready to rip it home, baby. It's Quick 60 on Lacrosse. You'll see the top players to watch, the best matchups from the top schools in the tri-state. We've got the Kark Report with the great Paul Carcaterra, Players of the Week, and of course, put a face on it. Plus, it wouldn't be a Quick 60 without hearing from you. So join me for a Quick 60 on Lacrosse. We're coming out firing every week.
A Quick 60 on Lacrosse, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on MSG Varsity.
Welcome back to Chaminade High School. Matt Shortis, Tom Zweibel with you for the start of today's game. Fairfield Prep, first game of the season for the Jesuits. Coached by Chris Smolkis in his 26th season out of Mississauga, Ontario. He played junior A box lacrosse in the Ontario Lacrosse Association, and they've been Connecticut state champs 5 of the last 7 years. The starting lineups for the Jesuits. In goal, it's Ryan Orvis. The defense, they feel like they have a good, strong, close defense of Johnston, Hoffman, and Hatton. In the midfield, it's White, Sims, and Smith. In the attack, Kevin Brown and the Edmonds brothers, Tim and John. And for Chaminade, the Flyers 3-0 on the season, coming off a 9-5 victory over West Islip. Jack Moran in his 34th season out of Levittown Division High School. And they're built from the back out. They have Fowler, our highlight player, between the pipes, and then a strong close defense. Done in the attack led by Zanker, who's got 7-1 on the season. It's Chaminade in white and Fairfield Prep in red. The face-off whistle is blown. And the ground ball picked up by Chaminade. Pratt picks it up and Chaminade will clear out on the defensive end. That pass thrown away, picked off. And Fairfield Prep nearly had a golden opportunity, but it went right out of the stick. And we'll come back near side. So Chaminade had it and won the face-off. They turned it over 2 times, actually. And Fairfield Prep will start it up on the offensive end of things. There's Austin Sims near side. Back behind the cage. It's a Fairfield Prep team that is playing their first game of the season. That mishandled by Sims. So Chaminade a little advantage in that sense. 3 games under their belt. Here comes Tyke. Jack Tyke. Sophomore breaking into this rotation for Chaminade. There's a tough shot. Goal by McCade. And Chaminade on top, 1-0. Just a nice strong dodge by McCade. And able to bury that without a problem. As Orvis, I don't know if he fully expected that shot. And just a minute 14 in, Chaminade on top, 1-0. Face-off win now, Chaminade 2 for 2. On the face-offs, they had a real strong face-off day from Clark on Saturday against West Islip. That was a huge key to their 9-5 victory over the Lions to move to 3-0 on the season. Serona, first-year guy, heading to Villanova to play his college lacrosse. They go back behind the cage, and Chaminade moves into their offense. Behind the cage, here's Lukovic. Lukovic back at X. Nice little roll dodge to his left side. Fires low and scores. Ryan Lukovic. Start of the year with 3-3 versus Massapequa and Chaminade. A little over 2 minutes in, and they have 2 goals on the board. Just a nice strong move from Lukovic. Turned the corner, stick in the left hand, and was able to bury it in the far corner, down low. The offense quickly goes to work for Chaminade. They get another quick possession. Here comes Pratt, the second-year starter, fires one wide, and a flag comes down after the shot. This is going to be a push from behind on Fairfield Prep, and Chaminade will go on the man advantage. Anthony Johnson on the infraction for the Jesuits. It's not a great penalty taken there by Fairfield. It was after the shot, and Orvis might have even had a shot at getting the possession on that loose ball after the shot. But instead, Chaminade will be a man up. Already 2-0, just moments into this first quarter. Top of the box, it comes for Zanker. Lukovic back with it behind the cage. Back up top, Zanker, right side. The skip pass, shot, whistles high. And had a lot behind it. From the stick of man, the first-year starter. Back up top, Lukovic inverts now as he comes out near the midfield. Nice look on the crease, shot, whistles wide again. But a good look as McCade was there on the doorstep looking for his second goal in the quarter. Up Up top, man with it. Swinging around and Bonafati. Look on the crease again, and McCain has goal number 2. That's an extra man goal, and Chaminade's offense has come out firing. McCain missed on the 8-1 a moment ago, not this time. And now Fairfield Prep will take a timeout. Just over 3 minutes into this game. Get all you need to know about high school lacrosse in a quick 60. Join Mike Quick as he reveals the top 20 teams in the tri-state area and takes your calls live. That's Quick 60 on Lacrosse Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on your home for high school sports, MSG Varsity. And Quick, Jimmy Cavallo in attendance for this one. Big early season matchup between two of the best teams in the tri-state. Another clean face-off win for Clark. Chaminade, the number 1 team, and Fairfield Prep, number 8 team in our MSG Varsity poll. And a delayed penalty coming up on Fairfield Prep, and Chaminade will have another chance to go on the man up. Well, Jack Moran talked in his pregame huddle about exacting a little bit of revenge on this Fairfield Prep team that handed Chaminade its only regular season loss a year ago, and they have come out like they've received that message. As the ball hits the turf, and the extra man will begin for Chaminade. Penalty against Andrew Hatton for a slash to the head. Hatton, they weren't sure what his status would be today as far as whether he'd play or not. The captain had been a little injured, banged up his last week in preseason. He is out there, he's playing well, just took that penalty a moment ago though. Up top, Lukovic. Over on the right side now, back they come straight away. Look right on the doorstep, shot fake, and a goal. Zanker's 8th goal of the season, and Lukovic with his 2nd straight assist. And Chaminade averaging about a goal a minute to start this game. 2nd straight EMO goal, and Lukovic, the little pass fake, set it up for Zanker, and Zanker knew what to do with it. Face-offs continue to be a story as well. Chaminade has won every single one, and in fact, Fairfield Prep has not had a possession since the first minute of the game. Chaminade has dominated the possession game, time of possession, and here comes McCain into the corner. And Chaminade will circle on some of their offensive personnel. Here comes Mann. First-year starter, bound for Harvard. Top of the box, right side, Cerrone with it. Back it comes for Mann. Mann jumps, fires, and shoots it just wide of the goal. Bunt. Orvis was there for the stop. Fairfield Prep will go back to action. Up top it comes for Austin Sims, who's heading to Princeton. Integral part of their state championship team a year ago. Sims fires, goes top shelf and scores. Boy, that seemed to catch Fowler off guard. I don't know if he was screened or just had a little late reaction on that shot, but a much needed goal for Fairfield Prep. And they're on the board. Austin Sims, just a rifle of a shot, turned and let it fly, ripped the net top shelf. On the Face-off possessions have been very quick. Chaminade, though, has controlled it for the most part. Another face-off win, that's in the stick of Pratt. So generally it's been whoever's had the ball has been able to score in an efficient manner. Chaminade will settle down into the 6-on-6. We've played 5.5 minutes in this game. We've had 5 goals scored. Chaminade with a 4-1 lead. Up top, here it comes. It's the turf. Looked like it went out of bounds on the far side, but the referee says play on. Patterson has come into the game. He's had a strong start to this season. A little hesitation, pushed off to the right side. Nice look across the feed and a goal by Lukovic. Earlier it was Lukovic finding McCade. This time McCade returns the favor and Chaminade goes on top 5-1. McCade sets that up with the hard dodge from the right side, keeping his head up, looking across the goal mouth, and is able to find Lukovic for the quick stick goal. Another face-off win for Chaminade. 5-1 lead for the Flyers. Cerrone stepping in, and they've almost been methodical in their approach. Team on a mission this season. They have lost 4 straight AA, AAA championships to St. Anthony's, or they lost the Catholic League title 4 straight years to St. Anthony's. And the last 2 seasons, they've beat the Friars in their 2 regular season matchups, and the offense continues to fire on all cylinders. This time, man getting involved in the action. And right now, you can tell that Chaminade has a couple games under their belt. Man just turning the corner, quick shot ripping through the net. And Fairfield Prep will take a timeout. So with the timeout here, Mike Quick, Jimmy Cavallo taking this one in, and right now what they're seeing is Chaminade just complete and utterly in control of this game. They've already have McCade has 2 goals, Lukovic has 2 goals, and Mann and Zanker have 1 apiece. To this point, it's been about possessions, and Chaminade has just completely controlled the face-off X. Clark continuing his strong play to start this season, and another face-off win. Side, it comes for the second-year starter, Pratt. 4:47 remaining in the first quarter. Chaminade has not looked to score a tremendous amount in the first 3 games, so at least they haven't come out at the clip that they have to start this one. There's a rip from the right side, no good. And a long outlet pass ahead. Fairfield Prep coming up over midfield. Dave White with it. Now Sims up top, just outside the box. And Fairfield will usher on their offensive midfield unit. Sims gonna have to step it back in. He's able to do so, no problem. And here's Tim Edmonds. We'll prep a year. Check from behind on the left side, and then the ground ball. Still loose. Chaminade with a beat on it, though. That's a long pull. Dunn bringing it up, and Dunn staying in on the crease before he decides to retreat. And Chaminade will settle it down before some short sticks can come over towards the offensive end of the field. 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and a 6-1 Chaminade advantage. Pratt, the midfielder, comes on along with McCade, who's done a nice job initiating from the top of the box. Motion offense right now for Chaminade. And that 1-3-2 defense of Chaminade able to knock the ball away, but then it'll get pushed out of bounds. They say last touched off Fairfield Prep. To me, like Zanker might have been the last one on there, but the officials closer to it than we are, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Here's Lukovic, goal line extended near side. Already has one goal from there today. Turns and fires this one off the mark, and it's scooped up by the Jesuits. Here comes Strecker back, Burke rather with it. Top of the box, and then the pass off the stick of a Jesuit. And we're gonna get a loose ball push against Chaminade. Sean Henry enters the game right now for Fairfield coming up. Jesuits a little undermanned right now with some injuries. That pass thrown away was intended for Edmonds. So careless turnover by Fairfield Prep, and Chaminade back with it. 2:22 to go in the first. And here comes Fowler bringing it up midfield. Fowler will hold on to it and eventually dump it off to Bonafitti. That ball off the stick of Cerrone, and Fowler gonna have to hustle it back to his cage. Jesuits settle the ball down and will have the possession just outside the box in their defensive end. Orvis just a well-high pass. He was looking for White. Fairfield Prep has struggled a little bit getting the possession and then throwing the ball away on the clear is not going to make life any easier. Cerrone with it. Minute 45 remaining in the first quarter of play. 6-1 Chaminade on top. Here's man off the screen. Man with a hard dodge to the right side. Back out, Lukovic. Got a little ahead of himself. The ball hit the turf, and then Orvis able to scoop it up. One ball comes over for Fairfield Prep. Here's Kevin Brown with it. Hasn't really had a whole lot of touches to make an impact on this game as of yet. Near side it comes for Edmonds. Here's John Edmonds with it. So Edmonds now right side shot just off the side from Kevin Brown. Inside a minute to go in the first quarter. And a 6-1 Chaminade lead. For Fairfield Prep, you have to start looking each and every possession. Come away one at a time and slowly chip away from this lead. After the quick start by Chaminade, they've held them off the board for the last few moments. On the game clock in the quarter. Nice look underneath the shot, the goal, and the penalty afterwards. As Kevin Brown, almost MLL style, but didn't fall into the crease. Kevin Brown almost lulled the defense to sleep, and then a quick burst. Able to shoot in with that left hand as he was falling down. And then got the penalty to boot. Just 7 seconds to play. Whoever wins face-off likely try and come down and fire off a quick one. they can, and that's a Chaminade face-off win for Clark. And he'll just hold on to it. But an impressive first quarter of play for the Flyers. They take a 6-2 lead after one over Fairfield Prep. We'll be back in a moment on MSG Varsity.
Saturday, April 13th, for the best in high school lacrosse, tune into Lax Live. Long Island lacrosse powers meet when the fired-up Manhasset Indians battle the tough Chaminade Flyers. Manhasset has a great attack man with high-scoring senior Dino Laval, but the Flyers counter with a strong defense led by Duke-bound goalkeeper Dan Fowler. Don't miss this must-see matchup, and the one place to catch it is on Lax Live, Saturday at 11 a.m. on the leader in high school sports, MSG Varsity. The high school experience is in your hands at MSG Varsity. And now you can access the action with Social Access. Want to share that story, that special photo or video? Now you can easily make the connection. Share the latest news from your school, your team, your community with Social Access via Facebook and Twitter. It's all just a click away. Share what's important to you. Go to Social Access at msgvarsity.com.
Nobody cares about your waffles. Yeah, they do.
At Optimum, we know you need access to the internet in all kinds of places. That's why we built a network of Optimum hotspots, so you can connect for free in over 70,000 locations. No wonder more people choose Optimum Online than any other internet provider.
Start of the second quarter, Matt Shortest, Tom's White Bell. Tom Leadis with you from Chaminade High School. 6-2 Chaminade lead. But a good way to end the quarter on a high note for Fairfield Prep. On that goal from Kevin Brown, and if you're Chris Smolkus, that's sort of what you hang your hat on. You say, hey, we've held them for the last 4+ minutes. We get a couple possessions, we get one goal back, and all of a sudden we have a game again. Fight for the loose ball on the sideline. And it will be a Chaminade possession. And Pratt will have a good hard battle for the loose ball by both Chaminade and Fairfield Prep. Here's Fowler with it. Long outlet pass ahead. And Chaminade will settle back into their offense. They mixed it up a little bit. They had a couple goals right on the crease, nice looks. They had a couple just rips from the top. Here's McCain again looking for his third. He has the hat trick. McCain, who will be heading to Furman, who's been off to a great start. Well, that great start continues here today. The hat trick for McCain early in the second quarter. Another look at it, McCain, not much to it, just a strong shot from the right hand and able to bury it. Chaminade continues to control the face-off X as well. Here's Pratt with it, now McCain up top. Jack Moran, not only was he talking about getting a little revenge in his pregame huddle, he talked about part of the journey that Chaminade is on, but also the ability to really insert your dominance, insert your will, or assert your will throughout the game and to set the tone early. And that is what he wanted his Flyers to do. And to this point, with a 7-2 lead early on, they have come out strong. Been methodical, they have looked for their shots, they have not been shy at all about taking them. And a flag comes down, and they have made the most of their opportunities. 2 extra man goals, and they will go on the man up once more. On the cross check.